Hello, welcome back to another episode of BigRedFishDad. I get lots of comments and questions when we go camping with this thing. Everybody seems to stop by our campgrounds and look at it. Quite a few videos. There's been some comments because I really never made a video for it. I just did it real quick and it's jumpy and the camera's shaking everywhere. So I had it parked over here to clean it out and get it all sorted and everything so we can park it on the side of the garage. We usually don't do it anything in the summer much, not camping like out of this anyway. We just around here and things. We do fall camping, that way you can have a nice big fire and everything else. But so anyway, I thought I would just make an updated video, kind of go over everything that we did to this. And you know, again, I probably put maybe $1,500 into this. And it's just basically it's a camper and sleeper. You could put an air conditioning in it if you wanted to, but like I said, we go in the fall, so don't really need it. But it houses all of our camping stuff. When we're ready to go, we load our ice chest and our guns, and we're off. So if you wanted to go fishing, all you'd have to do is load your ice chest and your fishing equipment. Everything else is in here. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a walk around real quick and show you what we've done. We made some improvements and some things to it. One last thing we want to do eventually is come off of this wheel well and make a table right across here, just to store like the water and ice chest and some of that stuff on. That way, whichever way we park, it's always out of the sun, and we can just have the ice chest over here off of the table. Anyway, but let me go. I just start at the front here. So what this was originally, as you can tell over here in the normal size, it was a 21-foot bass trailer, bass boat trailer off of, I think it was a Ranger or something. Yeah, it was 21 foot. We got done. This is 12, and then over here on the tongue, it came out probably almost all the way over to the van there. We ended up chopping that off. There's a video on there. Yeah, afterwards we thought, man, we could have left that on there and eventually built like a little cold storage here, you know, or something. There was probably even enough room if you do one like this. This is 12 foot, plenty of room to sleep, but you could have even put a four-wheeler up on there from the sideways, you know, if you made you a ramp and came up over this way, and then you still had your tongue out here. You know, my truck, it's a 1500 regular cab, 2001, so pulling it might have been a problem. Well, that's why we put this little thing on the front here. We're going to improve that though. This is just some of that cheap tin from Home Depot, and we're gonna fix that. So pretty much it. Right there is a little outlet box. It's just a hole in the wall. If we do happen to go to one of the state parks or somewhere that has electric, we can just run our cables out of that instead of having to leave the door open. So it's just one of those waterproof boxes. You know, you open it up, we have a hole in here, and we just run our extension cords out here. We also use it to run our propane hose to the Mr. Buddy, and that way we can have the 20-pound tank out here outside the unit, and you don't have to use the little green cans. So that's what that's for. And then on the front, like I said, if you want to check the video out where we cut this off and made it, we have basically the square tube. We got it scrap, goes all the way back to I think 3 of the cross braces, and then we put this on here. Philip made this little up here. We've got the supports to keep this from blowing in the wind. They're not attached anyway, it's just pressure up there, and then we've got it screwed at the bottom down here. We will be replacing this with some black flashing just like this to match, so it'll look a lot prettier. We're going to get some of the R panel to match it also. That was just a quick fix for this year's hunting, so before we go again, we will get that fixed. Bad thing is it covered up our only window, but like I said, for us, we don't go much in the hot weather, so it doesn't really matter. If you were going to do something like that and make it originally start with it this way, and then give you this extra space in here to, you know, store some stuff or make a little bed or whatever, you could do that. You know, well, like I said though, it was kind of a lot of this came in pieces. You know, this little box right there is just a regular old electrical outlet. Oops, here's my sealer. I'll put that back on, and it's got a cable running out and under. It's not plugged into anything right now, but we have basically just an extension cord we cut off, and we hook that up to a 12-volt battery just to give us extra power inside if we need it. We were running the lights off of it originally, but I'll show you what we did to that to change the lights. And that's pretty much it for the front of it. Additions after we first built it was to shorten the tongue and put the little V on there to help with pulling a little bit. And then we have the electrical outlet that comes in and goes back. And so right here, what we have is our porch light. It's just I think they're 28 watt LEDs, very, very bright. We put them on some of the lawnmowers and the golf carts and stuff. This is just a trailer house door. I got it at one of the, I don't know, some trailer house parts place. That's where the window came from as well. And I did that because it screws to the outside, and you just put that butyl tape, make your frame, and screw it down so it's screwed to the frame in there as well. And then there's the typical V of the bass boat. I just cut everything off of it, and we didn't move the axle. You probably could move the axle, but it was a lot of work, so we just left it like it is. This is just a step we built out of some old pallets that we had, just to make us a nice little step. We just lifted up, put it in the back door right there. And then for the lights, let me get in there. So right here is where the propane and the electric line, that's just the little hole I was telling you about that we have coming through. This goes to that electric plug-in in the front that we can hook a 12-volt battery up to if we need to, and then we just hook whatever we want to up in there. You know, a light, radio, whatever. So then our lights, we just ran regular light switches. You know, this one will run these nice LEDs in here. Right there, they're just 2 strip lights we got from Academy. They light this whole thing up when it's dark. And then there, maybe I need to leave that on. Over there is just one of those cot organizers I got from Cabela's. It came with my big cot that I got, and we just use it to put our keys and radio and all that kind of stuff up at night when we're sleeping. Right here, we just rigged up one of those gate things, screwed it down, and this houses our cooking racks that we made. And then I just hang them with a little D-ring down here on our hat rack. And so those are cooking things, which helps us as a hat rack when we're storing things. When we get to, most of the public hunting lands require orange regardless of the season, so that's what we put. Then down here, I have just put in a piece of 3-inch PVC, and that houses the chain for the Dutch oven, the poker fork, the shovel and all that kind of stuff, keeps it organized. And then we have the hat rack and stuff right there for just whatever. When we're hunting, we'll hang our jeans and clothes and whatever right there to, just to get them up out of the way and off the floor and everything. And then right there is our battery. There's a video on that too, but that runs these lights. So I can flip the lights on or off, and then we have they're pretty low right now. I need to get a new battery, 10.4, and they've been on the solar charger for pretty much all day. But of course, it's only one of those 1.5 watt things from Northern Tool. But with a better solar charger, it'd probably last longer. So as far as construction goes, just built a. I think we used 1/8 inch angle iron on the bottom on each to make the floor cross members, and then everything else is 1.5 inch square tube. 16 gauge, I think, 16 or 14, I don't remember. It was our first kind of welding project job, and then we just used the R-panel Galvalume for all of the sides and the ceiling. And then for the bed, right here is a good shot of that, I guess. This was an improvement we made later on. We just came in and welded some angle iron up to the sides on each of the 3. So one right here, right there, and then up in the corner, and then we put a brace going across underneath as well, and then same thing on this side. Then just built a 2x4 frame. So there's my 2x4 frame that we have. These right here don't do anything. They're just to keep the boards from sliding around. We came back later and screwed it down. We were going to make it to where we could slide everything up to the front and give us more room, but that didn't work out very well, so we just leave it this way. By the time we get in here, we have this about almost 6 feet down here in the front, to mess around with. If we're if we're in here. Hey, cat, what are you doing in here? Come on, kitty. So we have this room to sit around if we want to, and that's basically it. We leave these mattresses in here all the time, so this is where I sleep usually, on the floor, and then the two boys sleep up there on the, it's a little bit bigger than a queen. Eventually we're going to put a real queen mattress in there. What else do we got? Oh, the floor. A lot of people ask about that. So underneath, this is just some carpet and pad my wife picked up on Craigslist for free somewhere. And I just cut it to size and put it in here. But on the floor, what we did was we just used the subfloor tongue and groove and put that in here. Underneath it is a piece of cattle panel, basically. That's on the very bottom. Then we put some of that black. Again, it came from the trailer house parts store. It's this black, I don't know, you can't see where there's a piece of it coming off right there. It's some kind of rodent barrier underlayment stuff that they put underneath all the travel, all the not travel trailers, but the trailer homes and stuff. So we have that. So on top of our 1/8 inch frame, we built this frame here out of 1.5 inch tube all the way around. On the top of the boat trailer is the 1/8 inch angle iron, then that cattle panel, then the black stuff, then RMAX flooring, or RMAX insulation, and then the subfloor. And then on top of that, we just got these pieces and cut them and put them in here. Again, that was just some free carpet. It made it a lot nicer in here, a little bit quieter. Not so. It was kind of hard to scoot your mattresses around and stuff on that subfloor because it's, you know, OSB stuff and splintery. And right here, our little battery and phone charging station. I just used some of these terminal blocks, cut one in half, and wired some stuff into there, and wired this little thing you can get from Walmart or wherever for a 12-volt hookup. That way you can just use your car charger. And we do have a little 400-watt inverter that we could run off of it. That's where this wire comes into play, is we'll use one of those deep cycle batteries and hook that inverter up to it if we want to run something else. 12 foot long, welded up the frame, added the bed to keep it in the original video. I think you can see it with this big old giant wooden ladder and all kinds of stuff in the way right here, and the bed frames, wooden 2x4s that went down, and it took away so much room that this works out really nice. You know, we were thinking of making another one until we did those improvements, and now it fits us perfectly. All three of us can go camping in here without getting crowded or anything. It's perfect for 3 people, probably even 4 if you wanted to. Just put you another mattress down here. We also can use the air mattresses, the twin size air mattresses. Everybody can use an individual air mattress if they wanted to. Those will fit on the new bed. The old bed, you know, like I said, we had it chopped off here as 2x4s, so they wouldn't quite fit up there, but now you could get 2 of those twin Intex mattresses from Walmart and fit those up there. As far as equipment goes, all of that stuff will fit in there. We just keep everything in there all the time. You know, anything hunting or anything camping just goes in there. That way we always know where it's at if we need it. And red boxes for cooking, blue boxes are fire stuff. This is a table we made out of 1x4s and some legs we had from an old table that was particle board that went to pot. And then we keep our canopy, sleeping bags, all the hunting clothes are in one of the black boxes, decoys, dove stuff, chairs, pretty much go. And like I said, you just hook it up and go. We just use these jacks as stabilizers, and then we just carry some extra blocks with us around to stabilize it a little bit and make it not so rocky when you walk in there and stuff. Can't think of anything else, so if you have questions or whatever, like I said, put it in the comments, and I'll try to answer any questions you have, give you some ideas or something. Like I said, there's some things we would have changed, you know, left the front long. We are going to add a little table on the side, and then we talked about adding a little place like you see on a lot of the construction trucks for a 5-gallon jug of water, and that way we'll always have water available, and we'll just leave it on there, and less room on your picnic table to take up, and something you won't have to worry about filling up. You just dump a bag of ice, fill it up with your water hose, and you're on your way. Got all this area right here you could do something with. That's probably where we're gonna add the jug holder. Just make some couple, stand up a pipe with a couple rings and let it actually sit on that, and then just use the rings and stuff as a holder. Gonna change this out from that real thin flashing crap, and put a good piece of that on there. So there's our lights, and of course this is only on 10 volts, so I'm just about out of battery on there. And there's our porch light. There's the circle of it. So when we get there after dark, we turn this porch light on, and that's how we unpack everything. So, and there you go. Like I said, hopefully gives you some ideas of, just a quick camper. It's storage, it's the trailer to haul all your camping stuff, and it sure beats a tent when it rains and windy. So, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave me some comments. Let's just talk about trailers and give me some ideas. Who knows, I might need more amenities with it, but we do like to try and keep it simple, just because that's the way we like to camp. Just get in here and sleep. The rest of the time we're out by the fire pit of the table cooking. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.